Good morning from just outside Patayudil, Sri Lanka, which is on the east coast. I've never been over to the east coast before, or at least this far south on the east coast. There's nobody here. This is off season. I didn't realize it was really off because there's nobody. I think I saw one other white person here last night on a motorcycle. But all the hotels are closed, all the restaurants are closed, and there's absolutely nothing going on here other than there was a big festival beside my hotel last night which kept me awake. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot going on. But this is the Indian Ocean, and they do a lot of surfing here on during the high season. I don't think the waves are really big enough for it right now, but as you can see, other than a few fishermen, a dog, and there was a goat here a few minutes ago, I'm pretty much the only one on the beach. I was out for a walk this morning on the beach and found Ganesh sitting here watching out over the ocean. Wonder how I could get a job doing this. A goat herder wouldn't be a bad job here either. Completely different driving here along the coast than it is up in the mountains. It's really pretty flat. Lots of rice paddies. The roads are incredibly straight. There's no switchbacks, no waterfalls. There's elephant poop kind of everywhere. And I've seen elephants, but not close up yet. Our bus was a little close up. This was a family of elephants that lived about 3/4 of a mile from where I was staying. I couldn't get up close with a video camera because they are wild elephants, but it was nice to see them every day. And peacocks just seem to be everywhere. There was 3 people on this motorcycle. There was a guy driving and there was 2 women on the back of the bike, and one of them turned around and noticed that there was a white guy following them, and the 2 women just kept turning around and chuckling. I found that kind of funny. Okay, didn't really expect that. My GPS said one of the sights you should see here is Crocodile Rock. So I followed GPS and I came across what is a big rock. Doesn't say Crocodile Rock on it. I expected to see Elton John standing up there since he sang a song about Crocodile Rock. Maybe it's a different rock. And if it's got nothing to do with the song, I don't think I'll venture walking across the water to get to the rock, just because that might not end pretty. This is really actually a pretty nice beach, and I came by 2 white people on the way to get here, so I guess I'm not the only one here. But it's fairly plain. I mean, it's sticks and coconut stuff, but there's very little garbage on this beach. But it's a really long beach, if you can tell. It's got to be, it goes out around that point, so it's got to be a mile or so long. I tend to go a lot of places that tourists don't go, and it's always kind of funny to go down these side streets, and everybody kind of stops and goes, "Oh my God, there's a white person here. What the hell is he doing here?" Because I don't think very many white people go down these back roads. Anyway, it was just a little street. I was headed to the grocery store at the end of the street. Thought I'd take a quick video. I'm driving the road to the beach, and I start coming across a whole bunch of grave sites. And then, just as we're coming up on the beach, the whole graveyard, and they go way down the beach. Anyway, I guess you got to put them somewhere. I'm actually in a city called Panama. So I'm not sure that I went through a time warp and ended up on a different continent. So just about over the dune. And there it is, the Indian Ocean. Far as you can see, oh my God, this is a super clean beach. As far as you can see, not a person. So this is Google's definition of a road. Started to do it off as sort of a dirt road, dirt path kind of road. Route over the eyes of the road. Oh shit, this is get close. Okay, with a little assistance of one of the locals, he send us off in a different direction. So it's a little better. We wouldn't say it was a major upgrade. That was a couple of peacocks. Oh, a whole herd of peacocks. Kind of like turkeys. They're kind of everywhere. I love Google. I'm not sure it likes me, but it's an adventure. Ooh, this looks like a road. I think we could have taken it back. Okay. Now we're making time. We don't know where we're going, but we're making good time. When I left the hotel in the morning, I didn't expect GPS was going to take me on quite the adventure that it did today through a bunch of farmers' fields. I stopped and saw a couple beaches along the way, stopped for lunch, and then I headed to, typed into the GPS National Park to the south of where I was staying, and ended up on these back roads. They were kind of rough shape, but so I didn't make it to the national park. I turned around and went home because by the time I had gotten to the national park and tried to get back home before dark, it just wouldn't have happened time-wise. It was a really fun adventure, all the less. Good morning from Putcheville. I'm just headed back to Ella. I'm going to go back up into the mountains. I think it stopped raining back there, so I'm going to give that another shot. I was hoping to see the elephants in the field across the lake one more time before I left, but it seems they've gone elsewhere for now. So anyway, maybe I'll see some along the road.